The log is off.
Good. Happy New Year. I was going to say good evening.
Happy New Year.
I am chocked full of pastry. I am like a walking Greggs.
Yeah, pastry, chocolate. We got loads of chocolate this year. I don't normally bother with that.
No chocolate. I did have some Ferrero Rochers, my favourite chocolate. But no chocolate. But honestly, if I was to list the amount of pastry I've had, it would be like the Bible.
Do you know what I've had a lot of? Cheese twists.
Well, sort of double bubble, cheese and pastry. Because I was just about to say, I've had a lot of cheese as well, but you've double bubbled it.
Yeah, and remember, I've got a pastry problem.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh, God, you must have had heartburn all year.
I've been bunged up.
So we're recording this in the new year, but only just. We've had our New Year's Day, but it's still just Happy New Year, isn't it? We're still have to say that to people and do all that sort of stuff.
How long would you say we had before it wouldn't be Happy New Year anymore?
1 year, I decided I was going to say Happy New Year to everyone I knew, and I was still doing it in like February.
See, I just think you're a knob if you did that.
This year, I think I'm probably done now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna New Year everyone.
I think after a week.
Have you got your decorations down yet?
Yes, did that yesterday.
We haven't got ours down. That's our job for the weekend because
you haven't got your Christmas decorations down.
I'll tell you why. We've got a charity that comes. We've got a real tree, and we've got a charity that comes to pick up the real tree, and you've got to leave it at the bottom of the driveway, and they're not coming till the 7th. So
what do they do with it?
They sell it for next Christmas. No, I don't know. You pay them like £10 or something, and they come and pick it up for you because our council won't.
I've never heard of that. Well, I've never had a real tree.
Have you not? Well, we've got two actually.
Sure.
Yeah, I know. So that's good. Man, we got a decent tree this year as well. So last year we had a real tree, and all of the needles fell off, and it was like a carpet of pine needles. It was absolutely horrendous. I was like hoovering them up for like 3 weeks.
See, that would just do my head in. Just get a fake one.
No, this year we've got a better tree, and it hasn't dropped any leaves at all, so it's quite firm.
Mate, I don't want to be that guy, but we've got 3 beers to get through.
Okay, you do want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I'd just like to say, corned beef and onion pie, sausage roll. I did even have a Greggs pasty at one point on a drive home. Beef Wellington.
On a drive home?
No, not on a drive home.
Steering with your knees.
I had some other good pastries. Oh, like mince pies, of course.
Yeah.
I had some cheese twists. Oh, honestly, I'm so full of pastry, it's untrue.
Right. You just get sick, don't you?
We're going heavy. So New Year's special. So this is our celebration of all things podcast. So this episode, we're going for 3 beers.
Oh, I've just seen the percentage on the first one.
Yes, they're all quite strong. Not quite as well. Shall we be honest and say, due to our logistical issues, we didn't quite get the beers that we were planning to do, so we've had to make do a little bit. But I think we're still we're only in 1 Imperial Stout territory. We're meant to be in 3, but we'll do another special on the Imperials again. Yeah. But this one is from a brewery, a Dutch brewery called Kees, Kees. It means it's said Kees.
Is it not Kees?
No, it's Kees. Caramel fudge stout, apple stroop. Or Apfelstroop.
Apfelstroop.
Very good, very good.
What do you think that is?
So I'm assuming it's like a Stroop waffle, the best biscuits of all time.
Is that the ones you put on the top of coffees?
Yeah.
They're incredible.
But made with apple, I assume.
Oh,
let's open it and find out.
Yeah.
I've got a. Can you show us up your glassware, please?
It's okay. It's not too bad for this one.
I'm rocking a Christmas tankard.
I nearly did that. I nearly got one of them.
That was one of my Christmas presents.
Right, in we go.
So this one is I haven't said, this one is caramel fudge stout apple stroof, but it's 11.5%. It's an imperial stout, so it's a bit of a big boy.
Smells.
Right.
Smells.
Well, how do you want to do this? Do you want to do all the lagers off at the end, or do you want to do them as we're going?
The end.
I agree. Right.
Hang on. Oh, yes, at the end. Yeah. Cheers.
Thumbs up.
I'll probably not remember this one in 20 minutes' time. Chill.
It's got a bit of apple in there, hasn't it?
It's definitely got something fruity.
Or is that just my imagination? It doesn't actually say anything about apple. Maybe apple stroof is not anything to do with apple, but it does sort of.
Has yours gone flat as hell?
Yeah, well, sort of. It's like
Where is this?
dirty glass. Right. Oh. So we Christmas has been. Christmas is seems like a long way off. How did the dinner go? Turkey in the air fryer?
No, we did something different this year. We went to my missus's brother's, and we had people brought bits of stuff, and which meant invariably it was like a buffet.
You had a Christmas buffet,
but I don't think anyone wanted to dive in, so it was largely untouched until about 5 o'clock because everyone was just drinking. I actually enjoyed it. Do you know what I enjoyed the most about Christmas Day this year? Not being full as hell.
Didn't eat enough pastry.
There was sausage rolls. There was cheese. My roast potatoes went down a storm.
Cold roast potatoes at 5 o'clock.
Well, they were by then. Everyone was just heating stuff up in the microwave.
It
was all a bit council, but it was nice.
I don't know if I feel sad or not, because I often think, I'd like to try something different at Christmas rather than having a Christmas dinner.
Do it.
No, because I love Christmas dinner. I like sitting down for the meal. I like having 3 courses. I like having cheese. I like having port. I like having dessert wine. I like having Bucks fizzes while you're prepping the vegetables in the morning.
I'm confident that's the type of thing someone who doesn't cook Christmas dinner would say. Because if you were cooking that bastard from start to finish, you'd want a year off.
Never said I was cooking it, said I was prepping it. I'm not allowed. I would cook it. I'm not allowed. We did. So, well, hang on. This is where I'm getting to. You're not keeving us out here, because we did do a joint effort. My wife did that absolute major share of everything.
Yeah.
I was going to say it was a flash of inspiration from me, but it wasn't. I was like making breakfast or something one morning. I was, there's a load of like cooking programs on the lead up to Christmas. And I was like, one of them was on the telly as I was like making breakfast or something. And this celebrity chef came on that was so famous. I don't even know who he is. He looked sort of a bit Chinesey, but a bit Italian-y. He was probably like, I've got no idea who he was. Anyway,
I had a job, but I'll not say it.
He came on and he was like, something resonated in my ear when he came on. I obviously picked up on it, and I said to my wife, I've heard something and I think it's a brilliant idea. So we cooked our turkey the night before.
Mate, if you don't get to this, I'm going to go off it. Hurry up.
My wife put all of the butter in and all of that. It was basted in butter. She turned it over halfway. Then we
turned it over?
Yeah, so you turn it upside down halfway through.
No, don't know that.
Yeah, no, you start upside down, then you turn it the right way so the juices flow through it. So the butter's under the skin.
Yeah.
And anyway, so did that, and then we made our gravy. I sliced it, and we put it in a tin in the gravy, and then put it in the fridge overnight for the next day. Oh, well, it was a revelation.
I don't get it. You put it in a tin in the gravy.
like a bacon tin. So all the slices we put in the tin while they were still moist and hot. Then we put hot gravy over it, so it was like right over the top. So it was like the tin was full.
Yeah.
We just left it, so it was overnight. It was just soaking up that gravy.
So you just heated it up the next day?
And the next day we just put it in the oven, heated it up again. Bob's your uncle. It was absolutely spectacular.
That's interesting, actually.
Yeah, it was. So what happened was, we went over to see my daughter and my grandson on Christmas Day. My mum and dad were here, so we drove over early doors. I went to the pub, had too much to drink. I found out that my dad can now only drink 3.5 pints and was asleep for the rest of the day.
Sounds like me.
I mean, literally had his dinner, then fell asleep at the dinner table. Then went and sat in the chair, fell asleep in the chair. Then we told him to go to bed, so he went to bed. Got up 2 hours later, came down, watched the television, fell asleep again.
Did he go to the pub with you?
He went to the pub with me, yeah. So we had a couple of hours there, so that was great. Then when we got home, all Carol did, roast potatoes, stuffing, all hot and nice and prepared with the veg. Turkey already done, not a worry.
I don't know what I think of that. So did you put more gravy on the turkey?
No, so you take it out of take the turkey out.
And then just use the gravy that's there.
And then use that gravy again, warmed up. It was excellent, mate. Really good. So there you go. Top tip for 2025 when you're not having your fucking family buffet. you cunt. But yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, so it was. So as this has now turned into a food and drink podcast rather than just a drink podcast, we're giving out tips for free.
I think that's our two favourite things. Now, did you use the air fryer for anything?
Roast potatoes went in the air fryer.
I don't like that, you see. I think they should be in the oven.
Well, you wouldn't know because you had a fucking buffet.
But I still made roast potatoes in the oven.
For a buffet. Down very well, we got microwaved later on in the day. You fucking council estate wanker. So yeah, that was the only thing, and I mean, because like I say, Carol does the majority of the cooking. I think she might have done the sprouts in there as well with some bacon.
Yeah.
And then I did the starter, whacked out a few melon balls and a prawn cocktail.
Oh, please don't tell me you fucking scooped the melon out on one of them things.
One of what things? A melon ball?
The melon ball scoopers.
Yes. No, I didn't actually. I didn't do the melon balls this time. I just did slices of melon.
I was having
for exactly
melon.
That reason. I can't be asked to do that. And I always go a bit too deep and you get a bit of skin on there and it's not very nice. So prawn cocktail, good. Got to have a prawn cocktail. Bit of pate, a bit of toast. Dessert. We had a left of field dessert.
Did you put ice cream in a bath of custard and leave it in the fridge overnight?
No, wife made a Bakewell tart.
Huh. I don't know what I think of that either. So he's my new tradition that I'm going to do on Christmas that I started this year by accident. And you're going to laugh at it because it's probably what everyone does already. But Bucks Fizz.
Oh, always.
How nice is Bucks Fizz?
Always. And it gets you really blind pissed and you don't even know about it.
Proper orange juice with bits in it.
With champagne, mate, with proper orange juice.
Council estate, so it's Prosecco.
No, Prosecco's decent. I don't mind Prosecco.
But it does get you quite drunk quite quickly.
Well, I'll come to it in a little bit, but we had some more champagne over Christmas. I'll get to it in a little while. I'll let this beer digest first.
Do you know what else happened to me on Christmas Day?
Yes, come on.
Well, it was Christmas Eve, Boxing Day actually. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, threw up in the sink.
What, drunk?
No, I just woke up. I think when we'd got home, because we hadn't ate anything, I tried to put all of the food and drink that I didn't have
way.
inside myself in like 2 hours. So I was drinking like all of this different like drinks and all this food, and I was just a ball
And I
of
thought,
gas. And,
I feel a little bit sick now.
yeah. I was sick on the air. I didn't make it. I was downstairs and I didn't make it to the sink properly, and I was sick on the dishes.
Really?
It was like a proper surprise one.
I was going to say that is proper. That's proper spew up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
That's not a tradition, by the way. That's not.
that's so your tradition is just Bucks Fizz then.
Yeah.
I'm quite interested in that because that sounds a bit. I can't believe you've not discovered it before now.
Well, I've had Bucks Fizz before, but it's always been in them, them bottles that are already made up and they're like 40 pence. Do you know what I mean?
What? Fanta?
No, I mean, like, you can get Bucks Fizz in the shop and it's like mixed
yeah,
already.
like in a wine bottle.
And I thought that's what Bucks Fizz was.
Yeah, they're like 3.5% or something.
I wasn't entirely aware you could make it yourself.
I haven't done it this year. One of my other traditions was I always like to have a brandy on Christmas morning.
Oh, fucking hell.
I know. I didn't do that this year though.
That's spew up.
Oh, it was wild.
So we've done Christmas, mate. Sounded like you had a good one.
Yeah.
What was your crack for New Year's Eve? Oh, by the way, just before we continue, when you're ready.
What?
New Year's Eve. I mentioned New Year's Eve.
I'm not going to.
Why not?
Because the last time I mentioned what happens on New Year's Eve, I was berated unfairly. So you can go and stick your congratulations up your bumhole. None coming from this side.
Right, well, thanks for the happy birthday.
Did I send you a card?
You did send us a card. And it was
Again?
funny, yes. And I got it early, and it was very funny and very nice. Thank you very much. 45.
Was that a pump you've just done there?
Let me check. I'm not sure the screw's gonna. Might have to drink quicker. The screw's going. It's a cry for help.
You said 45, sat back, brrr, and it was just like an old man in it.
The more I've moved as we've gone on, it's getting looser. Oh, and that did happen to me on New Year's Eve.
What, you got looser?
We were playing cards. We're having something to eat and drink. We were playing cards. And a chair collapsed underneath us. But it did it did. So the chair legs, it got 4 chair legs, and it did like a Bambi on ice and just went.
Did it splay? Did it splay out?
But it turned out I was devastated. I was like, shit, I'm too fat for chairs. And then my missus went, oh no, I should have realised. I tried to fix that chair before and the leg was loose, but I couldn't do it, so I just left it.
So you were inadvertently sabotaged.
Sabotaged? I could have killed myself.
That's brilliant.
Unless she was just saying that because I was embarrassed. I don't know.
She was trying to cover up your modesty for being too fat for chairs.
Yeah.
I've gone through a few chairs. Do you know what I always used to go through? Beds. Gone through a fair few beds. Yeah.
What you been doing?
Just been too fat.
Oh.
So New Year's Eve was I usually these days have New Year's Eve by myself because everyone else refuses to stay up for New Year.
That's pure sure.
But my wife stayed up with us this year and we were in bed by 12:04.
I think as you get older it's like not arsed.
Well, we went to bed and I was like, let's just watch the fireworks first. And at 12:04 the fireworks were still going on. Then I checked before at 12:10 and the fireworks were still going on. I thought, well, I'm glad I didn't stay for them. How can you have fireworks going off for 10 minutes?
Well, what do you want? Just a sparkler for 30 seconds? Mate, people spend thousands on these fireworks. They've got to last.
Happy New Year! Well done! Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that looks spectacular. You lit up the river. Well done. Right, let's get back to Jules Holland's Hogmanay. Hootenanny.
Do you know? There's a couple of people found out in my family that that's filmed in October.
How did they not know that? Did they think
I
he
don't
used
know.
to be there every New Year? Did they think that Elton John used to spend his Christmas with Jules Holland on his...
This is it. I'm sure one year there was someone else who died in between October and New Year's Eve. Where do you think he was come from?
I was watching something and it was one of the American actresses. Is it Julia Lawrence?
It could be, mate. There's quite a lot of American actresses.
So she's quite famous. Anyway, she was her, and she was on the Graham Norton New Year's special, and she was saying that she hates New Year, and Graham Norton's like, "This is going out on New Year's Day. This is our New Year's Eve special. This is like you're meant to be having New Year's Eve." Now she's like, "Oh right, I didn't realise." So she thought, and she's like, "So the thought that I come from America as a famous movie star and sit with you on New Year's Eve." It's a fair point.
It's a madness. Have you got any New Year's resolutions?
Stop making resolutions. No. No, I don't think I have, actually. I don't think I have.
Right, I've made 2. See if you can guess what they are.
Lose weight.
Correct?
Stop heroin.
Correct. Yeah.
Well done.
I've got a head start on the heroin, but so mate, I've been putting a bit of research into losing weight and everything, right? So I've been looking at gyms in the local area. Now, a gym has just opened quite near where we live. It's a pure gym, which, as far as I can see,
What's that mean? Does that mean it's like just weights or?
No, it means there's cardio and weights, but there's no faff. You just go in, do your thing, come out.
But it must be full of meatheads though, like a pure, that'd be like a bodybuilding gym or something, isn't it?
I don't think so. I think it's like a basic.
What's it called?
Pure gym.
Oh, it's called Pure Gym.
You think I said pure gym for?
I thought you meant like it's a pure gym.
Like a proper pure gym.
Oh, yeah, unadulterated gym.
That's its name, not bad.
Right.
But it's a bit like, I suppose it's a bit like the Lidl of the supermarkets. You go in, you do your stuff, you come out. There's no like pool, there's no sauna, there's no shake spa. It's just one of those, right? Convenient. What are you laughing at?
Shake spa.
Have you heard of a shake spa, did you?
Like chocolate and vanilla. Or
I
like
don't mean Parkinson's.
protein.
It's like, yeah, protein. You can get anything.
Is that really legitimate? You have a shake spa in our gym?
Yeah, there's some of the more expensive gyms have like Starbucks and shit in them.
Do they have my favourite machine?
What's your favourite machine?
The bending machine.
Yeah. Go to the gym and come out and get 2 Twix and a Lucasade.
Do you remember when you used to go to the gym or go swimming when we were kids and used to have those like vending machines and they served hot drinks and chicken soup and like orange juice and they were like 5p or something?
Yeah, and they had
Who
like
wants
that
chicken
weird
soup?
sort of ice.
Yeah, like a crushed ice, wasn't it?
Have you just said what's chicken soup?
No, who wants chicken soup when they've been to the gym? Like it's a weird thing to have. Or a hot chocolate.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between gyms now and leisure centres in 1987, though.
So they've progressed from chicken soup, Bovril, hot chocolate, and cordial to
And a Twix.
shake bar.
Shake bar or a Starbucks. Mate, these are days out now. Like some gyms are like 70 quid a month and they've got pools, steam rooms, saunas, masseuses, shakes bars, coffee bars.
Every time you say shakes bar, I just imagine a load of Middle East gentlemen sitting around doing a hookah.
I think one gym's got that. So I'm thinking, do I just go balls to the wall and pay an extra 30
You'll
quid a
definitely
month?
get banned for that.
in the sauna.
Oh, me rocks, me hot rocks.
Do I just pay for the comfort and make a day out of it every time you go to the gym?
That's a
Or
lot
do
of
you
money.
think I would start going to the gym and then just end up going to the gym and sitting for an hour in the shakes bar?
So when I played rugby, we had a guy, and so there was like a country hall, which was like the posh gym in the area, and it had a golf course and everything, and it was like a full blown gym and sauna and steam room and everything. And there was a group. I never went, to be honest, but there was a group of lads that used to go all the time. And one of the guys was a really good rugby player, but they used to call him Fat Stan. Right? And I realised that he used to go to the gym every single day, and all he used to do was sit in the sauna in the steam room. That was it. So he basically got his money's worth, in fairness, but he paid whatever it was to play golf and sit in the sauna in the steam room. Never actually touched.
Saunas are awesome, though, aren't they?
But I think that's what you fall into. Is if your goal is to do cardio and lose weight, then
Yeah, maybe I should just keep it pure.
yeah, 70 quid a month.
Yeah, but if you think about it, if you go 5 times a week and you're there for an hour and a half, it pays for itself, really.
70 quid a week is 2 Thursdays
Not
out.
a week, dickhead, a month.
A month. Oh, yeah.
Aye.
It's 2 Thursdays out.
But yeah, exactly, if you want to put it like that.
I wish I could be more helpful. We have a little local gym here which is attached to a caravan site. That's the one we go to. I say caravan site, it's a holiday park. But it's got like a swimming pool and a steam
What's
room.
the difference between a caravan site and a holiday park?
It hasn't got caravans on it, it's got lodges around a lake.
Fuck, that's not... How would you even say that was a caravan site?
Well,
Like a posh,
it's
like
got
a posh retreat?
It's got like lodges around a lake, and then it's got like, you know, they look like, I think they probably are static caravans, but they look like log cabins. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's someone's put a load of statics and put wood round them
Yeah, basically. Yeah, they look like
in
that.
a hot tub outside.
Yeah, that's quite nice. Though they've got a little pool as well, so it's quite nice. It's like not like a huge. It's always empty, so it's quite good. But they've only got like 3 running machines and like 4 sets of weights and stuff. They haven't got much.
No shakes bar?
No shakes bar. They do have a spa though. Not a spa.
The shop or the actual?
No, like next to it. What do you call it? Like not a spa. What do you call them when they do like massages and they do like makeup and stuff?
A spa? Makeup?
Yeah, it's like a more women's thing, like beauticians and stuff.
It's just
Probably not these days.
just called
Probably
a
a lot of
spa.
men go for a brow curl or whatever it's called. I once went to a spa with my wife, and we went for a massage. So we went in separate rooms to this massage. And she said, before we went in, we had to do a questionnaire, and she was asking us questions. She said, what's your beauty regime? I was like, what do you mean? Said, so, you know, what products do you use? Where do you use them? I was like,
Soap.
I use shower gel. I use shower gel all over my body and on my hair. It's like, okay.
Radox?
Beauty regime. I clean my teeth once a month, whether they need them or not.
And sometimes I get mouthwash. Right, wait a minute, let's have another beer.
Right, so next one down is Vocation Brewery, Hebden Bridge, well-known brewery. This one is an 8%er, a little bit less than the last one. Double Tonka Frappe
I've
coffee
just thought of
stout.
something.
Tell me.
I'll tell you at the end. Reminders on.
That's not going to
Come
happen.
back to
I'm
this.
just about to go into my next beer, which is 8%. So this is a big boy as well, much bigger can. Oh, I've got to tell you the truth. I've actually had one of these.
That smells like coffee.
Well, funny enough, it's a Coffee stout. Oh, you sound like you pumped again. Spillage.
Right, at some point, if you just see me go, the screws buckled.
I hope it does. Oh, I don't think I might have a heart attack if that happens. Literally, I might have a heart attack. It sounds awful. It really sounds like
Really bad.
I mean,
I don't know what's happened.
I've got a squeaky chair, but
You can tell yours is like wood creaking. Mine's straying.
Right, I've got one for you. So, hang on. Cannot.
Oh, I didn't do cannot. Jesus, that's like a cup of coffee.
Cannot on the keys, on the case. Shite. Cannot on the...
Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad.
Pop arty. So this is, I don't know if I said, so it's a sticky coffee, vanilla, coffee stout, double Tonka frapper. 8%. What, I mean...
I'm just going to say this now. This is delicious.
I knew you were going to say that. I was trying not to get any adjectives out of you. Is that the word? Adjective? Don't know. But I knew you'd like that. You like coffee.
Do you like it?
You like. I think it's excellent. Yeah, I really like it.
Coffee and beer are my two favourite drinks.
Yeah, mine
What's
too.
not
Actually.
like?
Mine too. Although I have been drinking a bit of tea recently. Right, I'm really sorry. I'm just going to apologise now. So we're half an hour into this, and I can tell that my tongue's not doing what I wanted to do in my mouth. So it means that I'm getting a bit pissed. So I'll start going a bit lispy and a bit slurry.
Is
so
that the first sign of your drunkenness, a lisp?
Yeah, I get a bit lispier.
Is it? I've never noticed that before.
Feels like my tongue gets too big for my head.
So did your tongue actually expand, or is it just in your mind?
I once went to Ireland with my dad and my uncles, and I drank so much Guinness I came back and I couldn't speak because my tongue had swollen.
Guinness tongue?
I'm talking like Jamie Oliver.
That's it, mate. That's like going into the realms of you need to be studied by scientists.
Honestly, it's true. That action of must have given your tongue such a workout that it swelled up.
You've got muscles on your tongue off drinking.
When obviously I'm a finely honed athlete in the tongue area, so it's I didn't mean that the way it sounded.
Quite really got a 6-pack on your tongue.
Yeah, I mean I do a lot of eating, a lot of drinking. We consume 6 stotties in a week.
Between
5.
That's all right.
Is it? That seems like a lot of study. So, before New Year, was it before? Yeah, before New Year, one of my presents was a night away. Excuse me. So, it was, me and Carol had been alone by ourselves for like all over Christmas. We've had people here and she's been cooking, I've been cooking, and we've been driving and all that sort of stuff. So, we went to Harrogate for the night. Recommendation for anyone who wants a really nice night away, go to Harrogate. It's superb. So many bars. You don't seem...
Well, to be fair, I've never really been drinking in Harrogate, but it's like the poshest town in the north, isn't it?
No. Yeah, it's quite
a town. Is it a city, Harrogate?
No, it's a town.
It's a town, yeah.
Yeah. Well, feeding into what you're saying there, we had to go for something to eat. So on your Christmas dinner, when you've had your Christmas dinner, how many times over Christmas would you say you've had a turkey dinner? I mean, apart from Christmas Day when you went to have it.
Typically, I would say Christmas Day, if there's any leftover Boxing Day.
Yeah.
And then you would normally have curry or sandwiches after that.
There's something going a bit further.
Yeah.
Do you ever have it before Christmas Day as well? Like if you go out or if you like have a
sometimes
work
if you go to
meal
a pub, when you have a fair and all that, yeah.
Ever have like a Tesco special meal deal with a turkey and cranberry sandwich in it rather than
I hate sandwich. I hate fancy sandwiches.
Oh yeah. fucking turkey cranberry fancy sandwich.
It's fancy as fuck. I hate it.
So you get like Christmassy bits. So anyway, so we're looking for somewhere to go to eat up. Some really fantastic beer bars in Harrogate. We went to. I met my wife in Harrogate, and we went to the one where we first met. Beautiful.
How not annoyed.
And then we went to a couple of really good ale bars. So there was like 4 really decent ale bars.
Right, hang on a minute. Right, you've said 2 things here, and I don't understand the difference. What's the difference between a beer bar and an ale bar?
Beer, ale, same difference. I just meant there were like real ale bars that had hand pump beer on, cask beer, cans, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I got a little bit squiffy, to be fair. I was quite pissed because I was drinking like 8%ers and stuff like that.
Like
so
tongue fat pissed or just...
like a bit staggery pissed.
But your tongue wasn't fat.
Probably, mother, but who drunk the real life?
I think I thought we got home panel.
So we got Carol was drinking prosecco. So we got to about 4 o'clock and was like, right, I'm okay to go for another hour or 2 hours, but I need to know we've got somewhere to go to eat. This was my wife. So we'd looked before we went. We couldn't really find anywhere. So we were
Can I ask you a question while you're thinking here? Do you drink with Carol like you drink with me? Like if you're out?
Yeah. And
so it's like quickly.
Yeah, I'm quite quick, yeah.
Another one.
Yeah. Quite quick, yeah.
And does she keep up with you? Or does she just go at that one pace?
So she drinks Prosecco, so no. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, go on.
So we'd looked before we went, and we thought, she was like, oh, do you fancy a posh one? Shall we go to the Ivy?
The Ivy?
There's an Ivy in like the London one, there's one in Harrogate.
Yeah.
And we looked at the menu, and I was like, nah. It looked just pretentious naffness. It wasn't even pretentious on the menu. It was just looked crap. So anyway, in my drunken state, because we needed somewhere to go, and they had an online website, I said, shall we just go book and go to the Ivy? So we did. So I want to read you the menu that we had. Not that we had, but that was available. So and this is
the prices.
There is prices, but you'd be very, very pleasantly surprised, I think. But so I'll tell you what we had. So we had. Okay. Well, first of all, I'll tell you what. So they'd run out of something, and because I was a bit befuddled in my brain, they were telling us something else, and they were saying, what we've done is we've substituted for the festive menu, we've put the turkey ballantine on there, which is a turkey dinner. Guess what I ended up having?
Fish and chips.
Fucking another turkey dinner. Can you believe it? And an extra portion of pigs in blankets. Right, anyway. So we had salt-crusted sourdough bread in butter. Okay?
Yeah.
And it was a whole loaf of bread, like that big.
This might shock you, but I'm all over sourdough. I think it's amazing.
Well, this bread was actually fantastic. It was warm. It was really good. Then I had I'm looking at the menu now, a Stilton and walnut cheese souffle.
No, that can fuck off.
And then I had the turkey dinner. But my wife had, and I was like, I can't believe we've come here and you're having that. She had cottage pie.
To be fair though, I think there's a method in that madness, because if you go somewhere and it's I'm imagining it's not mental expensive.
I know what you're going to say. I think, and this is catastrophic. Oh, sorry, this is catastrophically blown up in my face before. But say what you were going to say, just in case it wasn't.
So, I've said this before on the podcast. If I've never been somewhere before, I always get the chicken burger because it's easy and they can't fuck up a chicken burger.
Yeah.
So if you go somewhere like that, you'd think, right, that's quite easy to make. Blow me away with something simple.
Yeah. So I did that in a restaurant in Harrogate as well, actually. I did that restaurant, and it was a chicken Kiev. And this chicken Kiev was £26. And I thought, that's got to be the best chicken Kiev you could ever have. It came out and it was the worst thing I've ever tasted. I could have farted one better. Honestly, it was terrible. Anyway, this, as it turns out, this cottage pie was fucking unbelievable. It was absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
It was better than the Psycho Samba with the Michelin stars and all that shit.
Was it?
It was
How much
better.
was it?
Okay.
Right, I've got a price in my head where if someone told us the cottage pie was this, I'd go, that's as much as I'd pay for a cottage pie.
Right, I'll tell you how much it was first. It was altogether, including it was a service on, what is it? Service included, whatever you.
Well, how else would you get your shit?
You know when they just add it. And you
Like
don't
a
need
service
tip.
charge?
Yeah, it was one of them. So altogether it was
You don't have to pay that, you know.
Well, I was okay. I was so pissed. I would, and this is where I'm leading to. It was £230.
For 2 years?
Yeah.
Many drinks?
Well, it transpires that I bought a £110 bottle of champagne.
Did you mean to?
I was just a bit pissed. And it all went a bit wrong. And I didn't realise. So the food was actually, to be fair, fairly well priced.
120 quid?
Yes, 120 quid. And there was
60 quid each.
Well, we had a dessert as well.
Yeah. It's not bad, is it?
And we had some sides as well and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just looking. It was like 20 quid a main course, something like that. 11 quid a starter, something like that. So, yeah. So it was. It turned out to be quite expensive too because of that. What I found out at the end of it, though, is that when you're pissed, probably don't drink champagne because you don't really appreciate it.
And also, it just gets you even more absolute spangled, doesn't it?
At one point, you have a table for two, so you sit opposite each other. So it was like a bench at the one side with table. And I thought I didn't want to sit opposite my wife. I wanted to sit next to her. So I squeezed
like you were workmates.
Squeezed in. Yeah. So that was quite nice. Though. That was a nice night away. I can recommend the Ivy. I thought the food was really, really good. Surprised us how good it was, actually.
Mate, I'm not even moving now. This chair's making noise. You better get through this quick.
What about your New Year's Eve then?
So we went to a restaurant, an Italian restaurant, had some food, a few beers, and then came back and just had a few drinks.
Drunken?
Yeah, a bit, yeah.
I've never been out on New Year's Eve for a meal either.
Well, I say we went out, it was like, I can't remember what time we booked it for, 4 o'clock or something.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
enough time to get in. Yeah,
and you're not in the 40 quid a meal zone then.
I don't even know if people go out on New Year's Eve anymore. It doesn't seem like
it
a
wasn't
thing,
very
does
busy.
it?
We went down the river, but the riverside, and if everyone knows Washington, it's quite busy. But it wasn't that busy when we were there and when we left. So I don't think people do that as much as they used to. There's no need though, really, is there? It's like it's all a bit shit New Year, I think.
I enjoyed it. I always like it. I always like to have a hard liquor drink for New Year's and have a first foot and all that sort of stuff. But that's it, really.
Yeah, Sarah made us do the first foot.
With a piece of coal and a bottle of whiskey.
Well, we didn't have that.
Well, that's not first foot. That's just the first person to come across your house.
But I don't subscribe to all this suspicious nonsense anyway, but...
Christmas Day drinking is better than New Year's Eve drinking, I think. Christmas Day drinking is when it sneaks up on you and you just, all of a sudden, you know that you're really pissed.
I think Christmas Day drinking is the worst because you're always full.
The secret is to drink before your dinner. Copiously.
What, be drunk before dinner?
Basically. Preferably at breakfast.
See, again, if you normally cook, that's quite difficult to achieve. Because you need to be quite sober to cook.
I bought a choice of 3 bottles of cider for the gravy. So obviously we had one on Christmas Eve that had to be open, so I drank that and then just drank the other 2 bottles just in case.
We just get ready made for gravy. Is that bad?
No, what, a Marks and Spencer?
No, Asda.
I don't know. As the
I
got good
fucking
gravy.
made the money.
So the other brilliant thing that I did over Christmas, or just before Christmas, was I went ice skating.
I knew you from somewhere. Dancing on ice.
Oh yeah. Fanties on slippy surfaces.
Right.
It was.
I think we've been ice skating together before when we were young.
We have. Yeah.
Are you a shuffler?
No, I think I used to be able to get myself round when I was young.
Are you
I
a glider?
I could get myself around now, but it was a combination of graceful shuffling and then holding on for dear life, then graceful shuffling, then holding on for dear life.
And how many times did you go down?
Nonce.
Well, that's probably what you looked like.
I didn't go down. And it's a good job as well because it was like one of these. So in Lancaster, they have like they build around a memorial, an ice rink, like an outdoor ice rink, and it's like only there for Christmas.
Is it a proper ice rink or is it one of them like fake ones?
No, it was proper ice. It was proper ice, but it's obviously fake ice. It's not, they generate the ice. They generate the ice with like water and coal.
Hang on. They make the ice with water. Fucking hell, lads. That's genius.
Obviously, it's not cold enough to make its own ice.
No. That was being
give it a
facetious. So they've got like the cooling system underneath.
But it was very, very wet on top. So there were some places that if you went down, you were getting wet. And I lasted for about 16 minutes before I literally thought, I can't walk anymore.
It's ankles, isn't it?
Oh my God, the pain was unbearable. Honestly, the boots were, there could have been like Iron Maidens on my feet. They were absolutely horrendous. And the only way you could get some respite was to like point your feet together, like inwards like that. So you look like ridiculous. So yeah, it cost us about 20 quid or something a purse. And I lasted 16 minutes.
Yeah, I would have been the same. If I'm in any discomfort now, I'm just like, I'm stopping.
Well, we had my grandson with us, and they put kids on like these little wheels. Oh, can't believe I'm not talking. So they put the kids on like little wheelchairs, and they're like not wheels, obviously. They're like skating chairs. Like it was a polar bear. They sit on them, and they put their feet on the floor, and you like push them around.
Yeah.
That was the easiest way to skate because you like had a balance, like a Zimmer frame. So the reason I got off the ice was my feet were killing theirs, and the old people's home came with their carers and went on their wheelchairs. And I'm not even joking. I'm not lying. I took some photographs. I will put the photograph on our website. They took the old people ice skating in their wheelchairs.
So they had actual wheelchairs just on the ice?
You've got a bloody Kathleen like this. What day is it? Getting pushed around on a wheelchair on the ice. I want to go home. I've pooed myself. Yeah, I'll send the photograph because I was so dumbfounded by the irony.
What's funny though? Like with elderly people in care homes and stuff, and with toddlers, adults in between those ages decide what's fun for them.
Yeah. I imagine that though. I don't think I could deal with that. So yeah, it was funny. That made me chuckle. So ice skating is definitely off my list of things to do for another long time. Right, shall we get on to this next beer?
Chill out, hang on.
I brought a fresh glass for the
Yeah, I've got
the last one.
3 glasses actually.
So
Right, you know when I told you to remind us on about something?
yeah.
I can do it now because we're on to the last can. Look. You know how we're talking about juice bars? That could all be a shake bar, couldn't it?
What, all of those? Yeah, I dare say, yeah. Yeah, stouty shakes, yeah. Yeah, all chocolate, all vanilla. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Can art. That's
I
really
did,
decent. I like
honestly,
it.
the only thing that went through my head there was you dressed up as a shake. So this one is Northern Monk Zombie Death. Chocolate, strawberry, ice cream, dessert stout. 8.4%. Cannot, what did you say the cannot was?
Great. Like it. Best one.
Oh, I've not had this one.
Mate, this chair.
I can hear it. Spillage. So this one is a Northern Monk, which are a Leeds-based one. Quite good.
I think they're probably the most popular ones we've had. I think we've probably had more Northern Monk than anything else.
And I think that's because they do some special editions in the supermarkets.
Yeah.
And
they're normally good, eh?
Yeah. Mm. Normally. We've gone quiet.
I need another drink. Remember, would never go first.
Never go for your first drink.
Oh.
I've just gone quiet, just listening to you masticate. I have been on Instagram and I don't know how to do it. Instagram and Facebook, I really don't know how to do it. But I took a screenshot, and I will read you the posts that I have been getting very recently. So let me go into my photos. So these have been coming up really, really regularly since Christmas, or since just after Christmas. And it is like when you get like a texty one where they say, are you this? So it's been coming up as big men over 40.
I've got loads of them. It's like, how do you know?
We start on January the 6th. Lose belly fat. Balance your hormones, increase your energy. You'll feel it and you'll have a toned body. We need big men over 40 to join us for free. And this is yoga for weight loss. So I've had different ones of these literally since Christmas. How the hell do they know?
Also, yoga's a terrible idea for fat people. I can't even see my toes, let alone touch them.
I tell you what, I would be doing a lot of trumping, I think. Those positions are going to force gas into places that you don't want gas to go, I think.
Now, I bet as well that they wouldn't start at beginner level.
Oh no, they'd start at the
get yourself into a knot.
Bow and dog or whatever it's called.
Yeah. I don't think I could. I'm the least flexible person in the world.
Yoga's meant to be good for you, but I think you've got to do it a lot and go through a lot of issues to get good at it. And I just think,
right. When you think of yoga, though, do you think of a fat person or a really skinny, fit person?
Yeah, really skinny, fit person, flexible person.
Or if anything, too skinny.
Yeah, probably over skinny.
Yeah.
Probably mid-40s, 50 as an instructor. Never looked at a sausage roll. Never had six stotties.
Middle class.
Wannabe middle class.
Yeah,
I reckon.
Scottish.
Possibly. So I've been getting these adverts. So it has made me think though, will I diet in the new year? And the answer is yes, of course, but only not because it's the new year, And you know when you said about New Year's resolutions,
Yeah.
not because it's New Year's resolution, just because I should
Yeah.
and do.
New year, new me.
So can we make that resolution to just do it for us, not for the new year?
Yeah, let's do it. And we'll maybe have regular update, not too regular, because it bores me when people go on about losing weight, but semi-regular updates. We'll have semis about our weight
And
loss.
then we'll do it regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we should really probably... oh, I'm pissed.
I've got fat tongue.
We should probably become a health podcast then for the new year. So thank you for everyone for listening to the Lagers Off. We'll no longer be doing beer. We'll be doing yogurt shakes and fat loss tips.
How are we going to replace Richmond sausages?
Richmond halloumis.
Did Richmond do a halloumi?
I hope so. How would you replace a Richmond? Got to be a Richmond veggie. I do like a Richmond veggie though.
But you still get fat veggies, you know.
Not many.
I think
Not
you've got to
many.
go full vegan.
You got to eat. Let's be honest. You've got to eat a lot of vegetables to be fat, haven't you? You're not eating anything else.
No, but you can have cheese when you're a veggie, can't you?
Yeah, but cheese is good for diabetes.
Is it?
Yeah, you can eat as much
you
cheese
that?
as you want. You can eat as much cheese as you want for low carb. Doesn't get your blood sugar spiked.
I suppose it is high protein, isn't it?
Yeah.
And fat.
Yeah. Crack on. That's what they say. Crack on with cheese, no problem. Crack on
We're
with the
already
meat.
educating the public.
Yeah, I think this is where we should be, a health podcast. So we'll rename it The Meat Is Off. That might get us the wrong audience.
The weight is off.
The weight is off. The new year, the weight's off. It's going to be really embarrassing though when we do our New Year's special in 2025 and we're fatter than we were at the start.
And I'm actually falling off a chair.
Just like they're literally all just breaking. You've had to actually create a prototype fat man chair.
We've said it now, haven't we? We've said it on the podcast that we're going to try our hardest. We're going to eat better. We've already talked about... I'm not doing yoga, though.
Not doing yoga. Yoga's for cunts.
Agreed.
Not doing yoga. But I will not eat at the Ivy. Although one of my other presents was also a meal. Off my daughter's was a meal at like this farm that's got a Michelin star. So that's quite a good present, isn't it? And I'm not going to eat
really
veggie there.
No, but this is the thing here, right? I realised the other day that people often keep drinking and eating as a treat.
Yeah.
When I say drinking and eating, I mean over drinking and overeating.
Yeah. Oh, I've worked really hard this week. I'm going to have 24 bottles of Corona.
Or like, should we go to that restaurant this month as a treat for everyone? Or should we get a takeaway on Friday night for a treat?
Yeah. You've worked all week. You've cooked all week. Let's not. Let's just get a takeaway.
So I realised, mate, I get a lot of treats. Treat myself a lot.
You're worth it.
Thanks, mate.
That's what it's all about. You're worth it.
Now, maybe if this chair does give way,
Now, if this chair gives way, I won't have a heart attack. I'll poo myself as well because I'm drunk.
how's the tongue?
I stuck it out.
We'll do that again.
Fat injections, maybe.
Oh, yes,
That's the way.
Wegovy. Now, is that cheating?
What?
The fat injections? Would you have them?
Yeah.
Because as far as I'm aware, they stave off hunger, don't they?
No, my luck, I get the wrong one. They would make us fatter. I'd literally have fat injections. Like reverse liposuction or something.
Like when women have that shit in their arse to make their asses look bigger.
Yeah, I'd get massive lips and a massive... yeah, why not? Would you not?
No, I don't think so.
You wouldn't be able to cope with the needle, though, would you?
But exactly, yeah. I'd be like,
Does this come with the butterfly needle?
I couldn't deal.
I like it when you see the Hollywood celebrities. So the skinniest person I can possibly think of at the moment is Ozzy Osbourne's wife, Sharon Osbourne.
Really? I've not seen her for ages.
Like literally looks like a skeleton. You're going to look her up. And apparently she's overdone the weight loss injections. But, I mean, what was she doing? Putting them through IV drip or something?
Oh, God.
See what I mean?
She looks worse than Ozzy. How is that even possible?
Ozzy looks quite good, doesn't he? I mean, he can't speak or walk, but he looks quite good.
That's just awful.
Ozzy Osbourne's had a lot of plastic surgery, hasn't he?
Yeah. I love Ozzy. Do you love Ozzy?
I don't know if I do, actually. I don't know if I do.
Mate, some of the stories about him, though, are just unbelievable.
Oh, the stories are brilliant. Yeah, he's fantastic. Hey, have you heard that Spinal Tap 2's coming out?
Is it?
Yep. Made, apparently.
Really?
The pictures are out there. Now, it's either going to be one of two things. Unbelievably good or unbelievably bad.
Yeah, I'm frightened for that.
I am as well.
Because they did a little, they did like a sort of unofficial second one, didn't they?
Yeah,
it was like
a concert though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they did some like extra scenes behind the concert and stuff, and that was a bit shit. God, are they doing a new album and stuff?
Yeah, it's for a new album, I think. Well, it should be quite good. But they haven't hidden it at all. So they've got exactly the same wigs and like wearing exactly the same clothes. But obviously they're like 70 now. So it's just like fucking massive fat belly and like droopy faces and stuff. It'll be good. Right, mate. So we've crossed the hour mark. This is a New Year's special. I'm pissed.
I'm feeling it now, like.
So I'm gonna go on the loggers off. Please don't try and do. Is your tongue swollen up?
Don't think so.
Please don't try and do soundboards. I'm gonna be here all fucking night. I can tell you're lining it up, aren't you?
No,
you are. I can tell because your eyes are going all over the place. Your hands are like.
I've had 3 strong drinks.
Right, first one off the block was Kees.
Yeah.
Caramel Fudge Stout, Apfelstroop, 11.5%. Imperial Stout. Lager on or the lager off?
The lager is off.
It was good, wasn't it? It was nice. Fruity, boozy.
I'm not sure it was stroopy, though.
Didn't feel like 11.5%, but it was a nice drink. Next one was Vocation Brewery. Double Tonka Frappe Coffee Stout, Sticky Coffee Vanilla, 8%. Lager on or the lager off?
The lager is definitely off. That was my favourite.
That was
absolute
good.
winner.
Yeah, I agree. Final one, Northern Monk, Zombie Death, Chocolate Strawberry Ice Cream Dessert Stout, 8.4%. Is the lager on or the lager off?
Lager's off. Just.
I've got to say, I was similar.
Actually, as I've drank down, it's been all right, but...
Very artificial, isn't it?
The lager's off.
Well done. Very artificial.
That was a compromise, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah, you did it once, yeah. So with 3 lagers off, but that was, I've got to say, that for me was quite close to a lagers off. That's a bit of a battle. Like you say, as soon as you've got a bit more of it, it was better. But
do you know what saved that? If we'd had that first, I think I would have probably not enjoyed it. But because we had it last and it was a bit sort of strawberry tasted.
It was really dessert. Artificial though, wasn't it? Artificial strawberry. It was like
I didn't get any ice cream.
No, it was pretty babber actually. So I'm going to take some photographs of the cans, shove them on our Instagram at the lagers off everywhere.
Please subscribe to YouTube. It's doing my nutting. All the visits we're getting, and no one's subscribing.
We're getting lots of visitors, no subscriptions. People are enjoying our shorts, and we've even got people watching full episodes. Maybe not this one because it's an hour and 5 minutes long. But yeah, we would like you to subscribe, and we would like to be as big as Bert Kreischer and
Well, no, because we're going to lose weight.
no, I mean
I see, podcast-wise. Right, okay.
wise.
Yeah, right.
Would like to be as big as I can't even remember his name. I'm so pissed. What's his name off? What's the big podcaster called? Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Rogan Josh.
I know it wasn't Rogan Josh. Yeah, Joe Rogan. So, yes, yeah, your subscriptions would be lovely. Your Instagram follow, and we are going to get better at Instagram, aren't we, Dan?
Yeah. Probably not tonight, though.
And we will. Happy New Year, everyone.
Maybe if people are interested, we'll do our weight loss journey on there.
There's not going to be a weight loss journey.
Yes, there is.
I've looked like this since I was 18.
ASMR.
Maybe that's more our bag.
Richmond sausage. There's someone now having an orgasm.
I'm eating pastry with my feet.
Oh, God. It's meant to be ASMR, not PTSD.
PTSD. Oh, it
let's stop.
It kicked. Okay, mate. Love you. Good night.
Night. Bye,
everyone.
Happy New Year.